Iris and I are at Cape Coast Castle, which is one of the forts along the coast of West Africa where they exported slaves. Here is the entranceway to the male slave dungeon. They had about 5 chambers. Each chamber held around like 200 slaves, so 1,000 slaves in all. Here's a plaque that Barack Obama unveiled when he came to visit back in July of 2009. And here's another pact. I think when they signed the agreement to end slavery, they had this dedicated. Through this door we can go. Guards would stand here and look down into the chambers to make sure that no slaves were causing any fights or anything. And that line down there is where people would excrete their waste, and it would like flow out to the sea. So about that chamber would hold like 200 people. Oh, we're not actually gonna go down because it takes too long. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. Anyway, down here is a garrison, a line of cannon and cannonballs where they would attack ships that would come to try to attack the castle. Oh, what was really ironic is above the male slave dungeons where there's a church. So yeah. Here's some graves of important people. These are the water reservoirs for the castle. And underneath this garrison was a passageway in which the male slaves would be led over here to join the female slaves to get on the ships. And this is where other guards would stand to watch over the passageway at the slaves that were passing through. This is one of the female slave dungeons. The holes there were the only ventilation.
What did you say?
The holes were the only ventilation. Here's another female slave chamber. About 200 female slaves will be kept here. It was sometimes worse for the women because they had their periods and couldn't wash themselves. This blocked off passageway is where the soldiers would come through and choose which women they would want to rape. And if women got pregnant and had children, then the children were allowed to stay here and like go to the castle school, but the mothers would be exported. And this is the door of no return. It's actually much smaller, so the slaves that were shackled had to like bend down in order to leave. And on the other side of this door, gonna come out? They made this the door of return. So after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed and some slaves wanted to come back to Ghana, they would be led through this door, as it's known as the door of return.
Did you film fishing now?
Yeah. And this is the port now, where everybody is playing in the water. And there are people who are taking fishing out.
Obviously, the local economy relies on fishing, so there's a lot of fishing. And you see all the colorful, beautiful fish. And all the Ghanaians hang out in the water because it's really hot.
Really hot.